Okay, I think we're alive. Oh, yeah, I think we're alive now. And it's greed. The little thingy that says like the little explosion meter is not red now. It's greed, which this is rather fortuitous. I guess it's technically called bitrate, but I call it the explosion meter because the moment it starts turning red, my whole system is about to just blow up into a million pieces. Here, let me go over to the where I exist. Oh, that's the wrong tab. Um, oh, that's the wrong tab. Oh, wait. Okay, we're here. We're in the correct spot now. Finally. All right. Hello, hello. So, okay. So for those who witnessed the explosion, I was like, it can't be Nvidia again. I don't have an Nvidia card. It can't be explicit sync. It was explicit sync. It was explicit sync. Freaking again. It's always explicit sync. I forgot that I have to turn this off before I launch OBS because if I don't, the moment that OBS like runs for more than 5 minutes, the whole computer will just blow up into a million pieces and die immediately. And you know how it goes. You know how it goes. OpenGL.cpp. I, I kind of like I don't know. It's wacky. Hello everybody though. Let me say hi to everyone. Hello. Let's see. Let me start pre-explosion as well. Hello Xor Xavier. Hello Control O. Hello Azrael IO. Hello A squared. Hello cherished waistband C6FQ cheap viewer streamboo.com. Remove the space at 0VLYGVYN. I I want cheap viewers. Uh, I want free viewers. Hello Prodsy Pod as well. Hello all. Hello one and all. Glue as fuck. Literally, freaking true. Like, I, I think of the what is it? There's ads where it's just like you well, I guess this is one of those ads, like where it's just like you get them at the sidebars. I'm thinking of like very old school, like malware level internet, the ones that are like you won like the lottery. Click here and put in your credit card info. I did one of those as a kid. I saw one of those ads. It was like you won $500. Put in your information. I started typing shit into the thing, and I went over to my my mom. And I was like, "Hey, mom, can I have your card? The computer wants it. Are you making a green heat gizmo and Haskell? Okay, that would actually be a good idea. I think that I would yes, maybe, sort of. What we have to do first is like unexplode the WebSockets. This is kind of the first determination of Haskell freaking January. They're kind of like free worms at slither.io. Remove the space. Okay, wait. I had a friend who played slither.io. Well, for one, she called it Slitherio. Like just Slitherio, and I was just like, that's a wild way to say it, but I also liked it, so I started saying Slitherio. But she said that she thought the game was haunted because she would play it and then have nightmares about worms. About the worms. Like she would have nightmares about the worms trying to eat her after. How did closure yes, this is sort of the goal of this. So we're kind of running on closure right now. We've been running on closure all of last year as well. But there's a bit of a problem. There's a bit of a problem with the way this goes. And the problem is this is Haskell right here. This is actually. Can we go into wait, why am I doing it there? Can we actually can we do it there? Hide the sin of no. Actually, we should know that OpenGL assertion failed. This is important. But if we go here, you see, this is Haskell. This is all going Haskell. You know, it is going. iServer on ports. Oh wait. On port 6667 67. Okay, no, I can't. Anyway, yeah, this is all Haskell, right? You, you know, it is all it's all going Haskell style, but we have as well bug socks. Where do you live? And this is all closure style. This was working for a little bit, and then it started exploding for inexplicable reasons. And I was like, what the freak? And then I was also like, why am I on Haskell on the one hand and then on the other I'm on closure? This is too many things trying to talk to each other across across the wires. I was like, what if it's just one guy living inside of Haskell? So this is sort of the undertaking of Haskell freaking January, as they say. The undertaking is to uh, make a directory. We'll go here. We'll call it Bug Socks again because I can't think of a better name, and then we'll just put a dash and we'll say Haskell freaking January HFJ. This sounds about right. But yeah, we need more functional socks. I guess is the way our the great our feet chill upon the frosty ambiguity of closures. Mostly it's module system, if I'm being honest. Closure's WebSockets. We are chilled by the frosty ambiguity of its WebSockets, and we wish to put our socks, I don't know, into a more functional space. Like we're gonna have fun with Haskell. This is what we're doing. We're wearing our we're wearing our I guess like our type socks. We are matching the delimiters. Something of this nature. Haskell doesn't really use delimiters that much though, but pretend it with your mind. Pretend in your mind that like Haskell is a very parenthetical language, and we are, and our feet are the delimiters, and we are trying to match them with the proper socks. This, I don't know where we're going with this anymore. Socks are kind of the privilege of the bug because you need legs for socks to go on or something. This is indeed true. This is indeed true. Okay, wait. So I think I had mentioned this briefly. So I cannot show it on here for I think obvious reasons, but I found a game on Twitch, no, not Twitch, itch.io that called Lesbians. All right, and this was a bug Yuri game. All right, I was thinking to myself like, this is kind of wild that someone invented this. That it's kind of wild that someone invented this. And I'm like, I don't know how are there clones of me in this world? So I decided to play it, and it's got like a almost, I guess you would say like, it's got like a turn-based combat system. It's quite literally for the Game Boy. Hold on, maybe I can actually pull up the site for it, or the creator's site at least. Let me double check it first. All right. All right. Yeah, here we are. Maybe? Is this maybe? Okay, yes, this is. All right, this is okay. This is not, but yeah, like, so this is the site, right? It's a Stories website, not Game Boy, it's Game Bug. Refactoring the ants, okay? And, you know, I was thinking, I was like, is this a bug girl? No, this is in fact a dog girl. Hence the why don't you throw me a bone and barking and buzzing at you. Um, yes, but who? Yeah, this is the creator of the bug Yuri, and I decided to play this, right. I decided to play Lesbians just because you kind of got to. One, it's really good. it's really good. But two, you it's kind of got like a turn-based combat system like mechanic in it, and after the fights you can um, go ahead and upgrade your ant, right? And you can choose like different parts of the ant to upgrade, and this gave kind of a somewhat interesting sort of bug anatomy, and that like these are things that like I too was thinking to like I always supposed that a bug would have. Like obviously there was the mouth, right? But then there's legs. But then there was get this spine. They you could upgrade your spine. This is yeah, I was in quite disbelief. They really got exclamation mark like spine and the ant Yuri. Yeah, it is quite wild. It is the wildest. And I then I played it. It was actually very good. But yeah, that is my bug based spiel there, I guess. But what are we doing? What are we doing? Wait. Oh, I think they are both dog and bug. I am an adult dog slash bug. If you are not, or also an adult, or you are an adult who doesn't engage with erotic, horrific, or otherwise sensitive materials, please be warned that not all my works will be for you. Like, yeah, it's like Bug Cat, but a dog. It's still January '01, right? I think it's actually January 6 7 right now. I think this is, I think this is, I think it's January 6 7. Yeah, yeah. I woke up and it was not I woke up and it was not 2025, and I was like, whoa, it's kind of over, isn't it? It's kind of, I thought it was gonna be 2025 like all year or something, but no, it kind of ended up growing soul mold. This is kind of how it feels. This is kind of how it felt watching the clock turn, as they say. And this is how hello first time chat. Rim Blanc, welcome. Radiate. Or, I would hope we don't radiate. That would be painful. Oh whoa. Oh, there's a niche spot. Oh my goodness. There are so many. There are is this kind of this is kind of wild now that I think about it. Like there's so many bots. There's so many bots in yeah, the green circle the green circle accounts. Like we are all kind of we really are all are kind of like half computers at this point. It um this is rather wild. Has it has especially high bot ratio. Yeah, honestly, this is probably part of the course. The, there's a kind of large bot ratio. We even get real bots sometimes, which I quite like them. I wish I could collect them. And, but like you have to kind of ban them instead so that they can't come back or something. But I wish I could collect like the yeah, put them in a jar, like collect a bunch of them like little caterpillars or something, and watch them make cocoons and become, I don't know, better bots. Various jars. You know what this wait this would kind of be an idea. This would kind of be a concept, like collect them and have them fight. Like apply this could actually be doable. Like if you get like the arbitrary, like just like kind of get the name arbitrarily and just put it kind of like in a spot to assign sort of some sort of values to it, based upon, I think, well, I don't really know, maybe based upon like how many time, what can you even get from like the, hold on, what data do we have? um yeah, you could do this based on maybe messages. I don't know if you can get that from the WebSocket, but you could give them you could give them various like stats, based upon things. If only you have better control of chat over API. Yeah, I think about this often. What I think about is understanding the API. I read it and then I feel like I'm entering a minefield of like 50 ways to do things versus two ways, and I'm just like, chat needs to just be text buffer. Yeah, this is kind. You, you honestly, yes. I think about this a lot. I'm like, I wish I could. I think about this with Steam. I'm like, I wish I could launch Steam without opening Steam. Like, I wish I could play a game without having to open Steam. And I know that they have a command line tool, but it kind of sucks because you have to remember the app IDs for things, and I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that. But then I open Steam. I'm just like, I don't want to look at news about video games. Uh, has made it maybe Emacs Steam. Wait, what the freak? What the what the holy? Oh my goodness! Oh goodness! Oh, what do they say? Oh dear heavens! I feel like we need to bring more of these phraseologies out. There's kind of so many. Like people just say like what the hell or what the fuck or like what the freak, but they're like we have like oh goodness, we have dear heavens, we have Jeepers Creep. I've been saying Jeepers Creepers a lot lately. I'm just like this is kind of a good one. This is kind of a good one, but this is great. Yeah, I run Emacs on my Steam Deck. Ever heard of it? From arcology.garden. Um, what what Yeah, I already back to my Steam Deck. Look, listen, any of my friends are
It's
gonna
okay being bald. It's not
think I'm
really
a
that big of a
terrible
deal.
goblin when I say, "Oh God, was that Northern Lion?" Oh, I still have. I forgot the things that live inside the audio files now.
It's okay being bald. It's
Oh,
not really that big of a deal.
hello, Lala Amanita. Sorry, it's going to call you bald. I think every single time you chat. I forgot that this was a feature. Um, I for oh wait no, it's only if other people say your name. It will call you bald.
It's okay being bald. It's not really that big of a deal.
Ooh, Magfest. How is Magfest? This is rather amazing. I do hope you enjoy it. IDK, I snuck in. Don't tell anyone. All right. My lips are sealed, as they say. My lips are sealed. Wow, a handheld Linux device from a big company. All right. This kind of. All right. This is kind of wacky. Okay. Wait. What are we doing? Thank you. I saw a Hot Wheels compute. Wait. A Hot Wheels compute. Oh, this sounds fascinating. I used to be really into Hot Wheels as a kid. Like very into Hot Wheels. Like whenever I was like 5 years old, and apparently I used to be very into lining them up in a straight line, and from one end of like the home to the other. And I did this so much that apparently it led to it led to it led to my parents being like, we should probably get you tested. But they kind of just never did. But it's kind of funny that was like the point of origin. I hear about this every single day. It's rather humorous. But yeah, apparently I was just I was into collecting them, and then lining them up in a straight line, and I would get very kind of. I do not really recall this because I was like 4 years old, but I would get kind of upset if the line got disturbed at any point. That was the line in the sand. Yeah, it was a line made of tiny cars. Yeah, line disturbance. This is kind of, this is or these like Archimedes' last words were "Don't disturb my circles" or something like that. It was sort of a situation like this, I think. But yeah, we are yeah. What are where are we what are we existing as here in Haskell January? So yeah, that kind of circling back to the existence of like the closure hell that I've been going through over the past week. I was like, I was thinking, I was thinking on it. I was sort of meditating upon this concept of like what should I do for Haskell January, because I had been. Can you write other languages for Emacs? So like, do you mean kind of with the? Can you like do Emacs in other languages like than Elisp? I do know that there is what do they call it? Does this still exist? So there's Guile Emacs. I know is one of them. Um, I know in addition to that, you have I think there's what is it Lim? Yeah, Lim Common. So there's the Lim project. This is not quite Emacs. So are you load? Are you load? All right. All right, there we go. So there's kind of this. It's not quite Emacs. It's a different program, but um, there is some of this as well. Hello, the Schmel. Yes, we have been out of this zone for a little bit. Yeah, this is a bit of like a soft launch return. I do not, you know. Oh, that's a like marketing gross. You know, employed is indeed the case. But I have been kind of, what do they call it? Cast between a rock and a hard place, in some regards. Mostly employment on the one hand, but on the other, I've been involved. I had been involved in some other kind of just things that um, I don't know. I won't really kind of like talk about on a stream because they were a bit more of like political like activism kind of nature, which I don't really, I don't know. This is just kind of not the place to like talk about those sorts of things. I feel live streams at least. This is my opinion at least, but I was kind of involved in some sort of like some things such as that. And between that and work, it's just yes, employment is kind of the things that should probably be left as things. This is the case, yeah. It's sort of just a case of, you know, yeah. I need to start a local co-op so bad. I kind of think about this a lot. Like co-ops would be so comfy. This is sort of the running thing that I feel like I used to think that it was just like something my friends and I would say, but I think that this is just a thing that gay people across the board will say is co-op. Oh, oh, oh. Well, still yay. Okay. Oh, okay. That's still kind of yippy. Yeah, I was thinking of co-op like the. I was thinking everyone lives on a farm, and I get to go into the mines and get iron ore or something while somebody else tends to the wheat. I think of things like this, and I like this kind of situation. Actually, I'd be the one tending to the wheat. This is what I do in most cases. I'm like I do not want to go inside the cave because that's where the zombies and the creepers are kind of situation, and that is I would put wheat in the ground. This is sort of my case. But yeah, we were talking about other languages for Emacs. I think because Control O you use what is it Fennel for Vim, right? I think there's I don't know if this is active anymore. But I know that this guy was doing thing with extending Emacs with Fennel. I don't know. Oh, notice. Yeah, I don't know if it's active anymore because I'm relatively new to the Fennel, like the Fennel situation. I guess I have been doing it basically so much over the past month though. I have been doing so much Fennel, which I really like it. I do quite enjoy it. I think beyond those, I can't really um, think of any other languages that Emacs can like be in. Hello, Kensky Unplugged. I cannot stay because I must tabletop with the IRLs, but welcome back, gamer. Hello, and welcome. Have fun with IRL gaming moments. Enjoy. Is this the Planescape Torment? Is this or not Torment? It's just Planescape, is it not? I don't know. I think of the game. I think of the game, but then I'm not sure if it's the the planescaping. Enjoy this. This has kind of reminded me of my own torment with that game, and with Pathologic 3 currently. But that's a different kind of torment. That's a kind of terrifying torment. Rather than the whoa, this is well, it's good reading too. They're both kind of just book video games. It's like I play them. I'm like I could just read a book instead. But then the book doesn't have like the colors and stuff in it. You know, book gaming. So this is kind of like I feel like this is kind of a thing, right? Like do we does this still work? Does okay, can we make a new guy for this blog dot 25. Oh god, we're 26. Okay. 01 dash what day is it? We're just gonna say 01 for we're gonna pretend it's the first. You know, happy New Year, everybody. We're just gonna pretend it's the first, but yeah. So book games. This is kind of a thing, right? Like, oh, hello, Crazy Kitty. Hello, hello. Well, welcome. I is that unicorn emoji? Oh, that is, yeah. This is org mode. This is the org mascot. It's a unicorn for unbeknownst reason. But yeah, this is kind of like my favorite. I think you would say like favorite genre of video game is whenever the game is kind of just like a book. You know, you have things like Disco Elysium, right? You have things like Planescape Torment, right? And you have things like Pathologic, but well, you have one, two, and three. Oh, three. Okay, there. But there's a qualifier. There's a qualifier here. But you know, this kind of the case. The other ones are great, right? Like Planescape and Disco Elysium. I'm like, wow, I would love to replay these, but with Pathologic, but when I am playing it, right? I can't wait to not be playing it anymore. Right? And this is sort of the conundrum of Pathologic, and it's not because it's a bad game, right? It's one of my favorites, and it's one of my favorites I think out there. Like easily I think might be a top five for a gamer like me. That's a high honor, but it's so frightening that like whenever I play it, I'm like this is too much. This is too much. I can't wait to not play this and go go go. I don't know. Go do something that does not make me like constantly worry about existence. Org FAQ unicorn. What do we have here? Let's see. Oh, are we talking about foot situation? Oh yeah, no. This is the same game. This is the same game as the. So Pathologic is kind of like a weird game about disease, and it's kind of about COVID-19 almost, or like I played it like right after like COVID happened, and so the two are forever entangled in my mind because it's about quarantine and illness and general disarray that occurred. I'm like, this is just like what it was like when there was malaise and miasma across the world. But yeah, so the game is kind of like about that, and it's always been kind of weird. But the third one, I'm playing it, and like 3 days in, you end up having to like examine somebody's feet. And I'm like, this is a very odd. It kind of blindsided me. I'm like, what? Um, you have to do this for diagnosis of illness. But I was just like, what? What is this? The unicorn is the logo of org mode because org mode is Wait, that's kind of great. Wait, uh, wait. Oh, that's kind of amazing. As of January 2018, yes, you can access .org source of the manual or the repository. A unicorn is a fabulous creature. Org mode wants to be a fabulous creation. This is kind of dreamy. This is kind of like highly aspirational. Hello, Alekman. Hello and welcome. Welcome. We are Haskell freaking January. Well, right now we're reading about org mode and I think talking about like video games making you examine women's feet. But this is kind of, well, we're no longer, I guess, discussing that. Now we are talking about org mode. But yes, the goal is actually neither of these. The goal is, you know, the goal, not feet, not unicorns, but Haskell, right? This is sort of what we need to do moving forward. And yeah, I think did I already make the directory? Did I already make the directory? I think we're still kind of talking about feet because it's bug socks Haskell freaking January. So I think we're kind of still talking about, we're talking about socks though. So what are we doing in Haskell? This is actually a good question. So we currently have we currently have this guy like right here, this chat in the, in the top left corner of the screen is run by Haskell connecting to IRC, but other integrations such as the what are they, these redeem things, like if I click what's a good one, if I click this, right, this kind of like redeem right here, this will do nothing, but if I click this one, yeah. So if I do that, you know, that's run by Clojure, but it breaks so freaking much, which is rather unfortunate. So I think the what we want to do kind of in this case is move all of the move all of the Haskell guys into the, like, or we want to merge these two systems as one grand unified kind of like Haskell setup for interfacing with the, I don't know, with Twitch, so that I don't have to manage both at the same time and cry every time I have to get two refresh tokens or something like this. I want to be able to cast the IRC section into the abyss of deprecation and move forward with a full event sub guy in Haskell. But there are several steps of this. So I think that kind of this is our. Do you have a bus? No, I do take the bus though, but I don't have one. Oh, you mean like a bus for the. Oh, okay, yeah. So no, the two systems, they don't really interact with each other at all. Oh, pub sub white guy. So I'm using the event sub. That's kind of the Clojure part, but it kind of speaks, like, the two sections, they don't talk to each other, I guess, is the primary issue here. And it sort of works except for the WebSocket just explodes like 9 times out of 10. I'm really surprised that my auth tokens chain still manages to survive despite not touching it in a year. So, and this is kind of the issue with the closure section, is the WebSocket will explode randomly after just indeterminate amounts of time. Like an indeterminate amount of time. It's very much a situation of just turn it off and turn it back on again, but you kind of just have to keep doing it. Like, okay, oh my goodness, so I'm not the only one. Thank goodness at least for this. But yeah, it explodes. I'm just like, could you please work? And, you know, I've been getting everything from the Twitch Cly like command lately, or like that's how I've been doing it this whole time, so that I could avoid setting up like the whole like server like to get my token. And I was like, okay, this is okay enough, but that thing started acting up as well, and I was like, all right, I'm going to like put like the server into the closure guy, and I'm going to get it all to work. And then it did work, except for like it quit being able to subscribe to events, you know. And so I had to like get reset and just do everything manually again, and be like, okay, because it would start the server, it would get my access code, but it would never subscribe to any actual WebSocket events, so it would always close due to inactivity. And I'm like, why won't you post? So I think what we're planning to do is sort of the goal here is to set up a Haskell guy, and within set it up for Twitch as a unified thing, rather than having like multiple fucked up things running in their own little like sections, and having you know, break. You know, if it's one big thing and it breaks, like at least I only have to fix one big thing rather than three tiny guys and different languages. All yeah, because they're all in different languages as well. Like the bug is written in C. It kind of never breaks, which is kind of insane to me. Like this thing keeps, you know, this thing keeps going. Well, also it kind of just it does its own thing, I guess. Like it interacts with like SDL, so it doesn't have as much room to break. The Haskell never breaks either. It's only the closure. Now that I think about it, it's the closure that breaks, which is disheartening because I do love the language, but I think the WebSocket library might just there might be fucked up things going on there. But you know, so be it. I think. But yeah, we are going to get started with this. And yeah, I am using. I am using a flake.nix on this because the state of Haskell packages on Geeks is rather harrowing, I guess you would say, for lack of a better way to describe it. It's kind of the I don't know. It's kind of a nightmare. But yeah. So it goes, I guess. So it goes. So I think we're just going to copy this, and we're going to hope that it, first and foremost, like, this will work without exploding a little too much. Can we call this guy, let's see. Surprised it's easier to just use Nix for this instead of, like, Cabal. Yeah. So, like, it's kind of, so Nix calls Cabal. So if I'm remembering this correctly, at least it's been a moment since I've done a Haskell project. It's been nearly a full year. So what will we describe this guy as? Sops. Socks for bugs. All right. We will describe it. We will describe it thusly. So yeah, I think from what I remember, you can do. Can we actually go to the? Can we go to the Nix packages? And can we actually see what this thing is called? Because I can't quite remember. Yeah, I think it is Cabal install is the guy that we need to is the first guy that we need to call to generate the Cabal file, and then after that, Nix kind of just hops inside of the Cabal file here, and because if we go to the other one that exists right here, yeah, there we go. I thought Cabal install was doesn't that install programs? I think that I think you can use it, or I use it to init the Cabal file because otherwise I don't. Otherwise, like I will have to remember how to. I think is the main thing. Wait, we have one of those. We can just copy and paste this guy. All right, there we go. All right, we can actually avoid the whole Cabal install and like situation now entirely, which is kind of amazing. So we're going to hop into here and let's call this bug socks dot Cabal. All right, there we go. Hello, hello, Sparkly Dark Matter 73. Hello and welcome. All right, and where do we Cabal and knit? That might be what I'm thinking of. Although this says that I had Cabal install use. Is this Haskell? This is indeed Haskell freaking January. We're Haskelling out, as they say. We're being Haskell rascals. I think so something of this nature. Haskell January. Yes, it's the left. You know. Last year was the right Haskell January. Now we're doing the left. And once we've done this, we'll have satisfied the I don't know the conditions for either Haskell January. As they say. So I think that we need to call this bug socks, right? I think we need to rename this bug socks. And then we also have to rename this bug socks. And then we'll just kind of hope that this works, I think. Oh, wait, oops. We might just add, what do you think? IRC slash bugsock/global. Okay. Surely that will not cause any sort of issues that will go unnoticed. And maybe... Oh, I'm in the wrong directory. Okay. Oh no. That's unsavory. That was unsavory. I was in the wrong directory this whole time. We do not want to do that on that file because that one actually works. Can we go to... And then we'll do it here. Alright, bugsocks, and then bugsocks.cabal, and then can we build depend. So those are the build dependencies. Where do we have the modules that we're using? Because what does that what does this one even use? If we go into app main.hs, so what are we using in this one even? Or I think actually I have this one that kind of never came to any true fruition. All right, that's how you do build depends. Okay, I have recollection now. So I think that for this one in particular, what we're going to need is, first off, like a way to do like an HTTP added because Cabal frowny face. Okay. I wonder why I was frowning, but I think that for this one, what we kind of like our first steps, as they say, is figuring out exactly what we need. So I think first I'm just gonna try Cabal install. So let's see. Next shell p and then Cabal install, and then let's see. Hello, Kieran. Well, welcome. Yes, we are doing Haskell freaking January right now, we're currently haskelling out cabal init. Oh, oh, I don't have GHC. Okay. Can we exit? There we go. Can we have both of these guys? And then can we cabal init? What are we making? I think we're making an executable. This is it. We're going where we're executing. Yeah, let's go ahead and overwrite everything. Do you wish to overwrite? Please choose a version of the Cabal specification to use. What version are we currently using here? Okay, so we are using 3. We'll just keep using that. No, it's called Bugsops. Package version. Yeah, we'll go there. And I think we're gonna do GPL 3. You know, I think this is just kind of. It ultimately does not matter. I think. But we'll go ahead and do that. All right, your choice. Project category. Wait, they have codec, concurrency, control, data. Can I just say, can I say bugs? Oh, I have to choose a number? All right. We'll just say bugging out. All right, that is our category. Main.hs or main.l what's LH? Long Haskell? I don't know. Well, we'll do that. And we're going to go appma. Yeah, that seems about right. That seems about right. Yeah, go ahead and comment that. You know, this is this is rather acceptable. Oh, it did comment for me. Okay. So I think the first thing that we need to do is get the. Can we steal the language server from this one? And can we pop that into this guy right here? All right, beautiful. How is bug? I have been well, Kieran. I have been rather busy with the. I've been rather I guess you would say running around wild style with things such as employment. This is this kind of the primary the final boss of existing is kind of having a job now that I think about it. But it's been but beyond that, it has been a rather enjoyable existence, as they say. I clock in and I say it's over, and then I clock out and I'm like, whoa, we are so back, because then I'm not at work anymore. And this is sort of the case. And then can we exit, and can we just see what happens if we run next develop without touching anything? Can we see if we explode into a million pieces? I guess while that's going on, I think that's sort of the first thing that we need to know about is Twitch API, right? We kind of need to go into the Twitch API and figure out what we're going to start with, which I'm pretty sure that really, like, the first thing that we want to go ahead and do is select the authentication method for this, which flow. I think that this is the one that we're going to use, is the OAuth authorization code grant flow. I think that this is the correct one. I think I was using the for some time I was using the client and the Twitch command line interface one, but I think that one kind of under the hood operates as an authorization grant flow. Yeah, time to implement OAuth to authorize for the 100th time. This is kind of the I don't know, the eternal hex that I am under. Mostly mostly it works for it works very well for some amount of time, but then it decides to explode into a million pieces sometimes. But hopefully after this, it will explode. Uh, that does. Oh, yeah, they should. Honestly, this is like I wish I could just. I think about I think about what is this? Or like I think about that who is the guy? This thing tab. Can we clone this? Give me the. I think about this guy on Git, right? The oh, this is not the original one, but the just give me the fucking exe guy, right? I think about this guy. Yeah, yeah. Here we are. Here we are. Um, I think of this with OAuth. Uh, this is how I kind of feel like trying to work with OAuth. Oh, they're showing us sonic.exe. Um, and I think that I don't know if this is just because my brain cannot understand the I understand what I'm reading. I don't know if this is an issue of contextualization, but I'm just like just give me the freaking token. Like literally, I like give it to me. Like I'm real. I promise. I don't know. This is kind of how I feel working with it. Um, but did we ever explode here? Error. Haskell language server has dropped support for GHC 9.4. Please use a newer GHC version or an older Nix packages. What? Wait. What in the world? What GHC version are we using? Hold on. That doesn't sound right. Alright, we're using version 9.4. So what version should we be using? Oh no. Alright. Clone. Can we clone this guy? Do to get your user. Oh, yeah. This is kind of the goal here is to like spin up the server, and grab it. I was able to implement this in Clojure pretty readily after I realized that I didn't have to do. The moment I realized I didn't have to do like JavaScript, that then it's possible to just keep the token alive forever. And this is sort of the goal is just persist that thing for eternity. But yeah, I kind of want to spin it up quickly, grab this, and then like hop back. I kind of read this like I read that you have like an eternity of refresh almost. As I also read something about like the validation and when do we get rewrite bug in JavaScript? Oh, this would be a bit of a nightmare. This would be a bit of a nightmare. I think this would you know this would psychically ruin me. I feel like it wouldn't be that bad. I think JavaScript is kind. I think JavaScript is okay, but it would end up being Clojure script, and I would sort of be like it's technically JavaScript. I try to well actually it. I think to some degree. We already have the kind of like terrifying prospect of rewriting it in Haskell listed there as one. And I don't know. I think that primarily the idea of looking into the bug guts that like and trying to translate C to another language. And this is a it probably end up in Raylib at that point if I'm being honest, rather than SDL2 or something. Because I think Raylib bindings are just kind of better in other languages as a React state. Yeah, I don't know. It would kind of be it would I feel like I would blow up a million things in the process. We might come out the other side as a snail. Would be the main thing that would occur. This would probably be the main thing. It would probably be you know Snava script at that point is my guess. If this were to ever happen, reality would collapse and snailification would begin. Just like type shit. Yeah, this kind of the so true though. So true. So true. So true. We need to get Nix packages. This is we're going to attempt it in Haskell. I think that we can lift IO our ways to freedom. This is sort of what I'm holding out for. Haskell compiler native big num GHC head. All right. They have GHC heads in here. Can we just get 98? Is that what we want? Is that what we want? Does it work if we do this? Does it work if we... Alright, we're going to hope. So I think the first thing that we need to figure out is, like, do they have, like, a Haskell HTTP server? Alright. Okay, web/servers. Hapstack.com. Alright, Hapstack serve height. Oh, there's options. There's quite a few. Can we have? I think that we're just going to attempt whichever one has the nicest name, honestly. Alright, very fast low level or web server. Lightweight Haskell web. Some of them have Google group links. Oh no! Oh no! Oh, that is kind of harrowing. The fastest web server targeting way. All right. Let's see. So we have response builders. I wonder which one of these. This one's on the top. Maybe we just need to check this one out. Maybe we just need to look at Hapstack. This is provides HTTP server for rich set of functions for routing requests, handling query parameters. All right, I think that we're going to attempt this guy. It doesn't seem necessarily to have like a high degree of like ontological evil amongst like its name. Like it has the word Hapstack in it, which sounds like like happy stack almost. Like a happy stack of pancakes is what instantly comes to mind. And then let's see. Hapstack server provides a self-contained HTTP server and a rich collection of types and functions for routing requests, generating responses. Very simple hello world app looks like this. Okay, so I think we're going to go from first principles, which first things first, what is the version of this that we want to grab? Pancake sounds very heavenly right now. They kind of do. I think I am having pancakes for dinner tonight. I think this might be the way. Oh, we didn't explode this time. So can we cd app and can we see if this works? Run Haskell main.hs. Hello Haskell. Okay, so we're not exploding. Perfect. Which means that we can, as they say, get going. We can get to Haskelling. So first thing we're going to do is grab this guy, 7.93, and what were you named again? Hapstack. Or is it just Hapstack server? No, it's Hapstack. So we're gonna Hapstack, and then I think this just means greater than or equal to 7.9. I think this is what they mean. I love midnight pancake from time to time. This is sort of like dinner time for me. Like this is going to be the case indeed. I'm going to be like, wow, I should have dinner. It is midnight. I'm going to make pancakes. I did this with curry. Previously, and it was enjoyable. But I felt somewhat silly making a big pot of curry at like 1 a.m. But at the same time, I was like, This is wonderful. What a time to eat curry. And can we get half stack? Huh? Allow broken. Oh, oh geez. Oh, it is not a happy stack, I guess. It is not a happy stack. All right. Oh, wait. I forgot that we have to interface with this guy right here, hap stack. And that is the version that is exploded, right? Yep. Let's see. Can we get the clone? Can we clone this guy, and can we go back to Has, Haskell HTTP server? All right, maybe we'll find another guy. Hyena is a simple web application container that can be used because this one can be used for routing. So that's kind of the main thing that we want to do is when it has like good interface for routing as well. Uh, Might as well check it out. Oh, this is tiny. Oh, this is very tiny. Oh no. Maybe this one? But then we'd have to look for routing as well, maybe. So Haskell routing. Oh, no such command. Okay. Haskell routing library. Let's see. This might be the, I don't know. This kind of a what do they say? An ominous start to the freaking Haskell January is the hunt for something that like is not broken at network.yuri included in network packages very yuri parser implementing syntax. So see. So we kind of have this guy right here. Does warp do the does warp do what we want? Let's see. Abrec respond. This might actually be enough. The README is available at stackage.org. All right, let's see. Stackage.org. Do they just is everything just kind of like punning off of like Haskell in like a very odd way? I guess. And this. So I think that warp might. That sounds like a name that would work. That sounds like a name that would work. So we're going to try warp. What version are we living on? What version are we living on? 3.4.12. 3.4.12. All right, here we go. So we're gonna try this guy. All right, 3, 4, 12, and then we are going to say we're gonna say please. We're gonna say please next develop. Please go. You got this. You got this. I believe in you. I believe in you. Next packages. Oh, okay. Tasty hedgehog. Wait, what? What? Oh my goodness. Tasty hedgehog. Go next, go. This is indeed the case. People love puns. This is kind of funny because I believe that they call it, like, isn't the reason it's called Haskell is because they did not want to call it curry because they were fearful of name puns or something like this. I as opposed to what is tasty hedgehog? This is kind of scary. Because we're getting it. So I'm assuming that this is a Haskell guy, right? Um, did we go? Oh, we did go. Tasty Hedgehog Haskell. Oh, it is. Integration for Tasty Ed Hedgehog. Okay. Oh, they're testing frameworks. That's kind of funny. They did they. I guess it really is as opposed to the regular hedgehog. I think we actually do have regular tasty opposition here. This is kind of crazy. um, all right, we didn't explode, so can we can we see how this does the thing? See, skip to readme, but not upgrade. API docs are available. I don't think that we need the TLS. Can we for more information see warp? Okay, we're entering multiple tunnels here. So we have where's the oh, they give me too much information. I think that we're going to actually. Can we just look at the package? Can we just look at the package? Okay, there we go. Run a warp server. Okay, all of these automatically serve the same application over HTTP 1 something 2. Okay, run an application. This calls run settings with default settings. All right, so I wonder if we can just go ahead and run that. So for this, we need to require network way handler warp. Haskell packages have weird names. And like I noticed that they were. Oh, we're still downloading. Okay, this is kind of terrifying. While it's doing that, I guess we're going to go ahead into app main, and we're just going to we're going to import here. So can we see? So I can put the imports underneath. 07 SSD health. Yeah, this is kind of this kind of this is kind of a hair xargs hashtags no such file or directory. Oh, this is because we do not have the Haskell instance running because we are still building. Moment of silence for all the SSDs by Vix rebuilds. You see, I feel like Geeks is probably worse if I have to imagine, just because Geeks compiles rather than like just grabbing by. Wait. Oh my goodness, we're eating additional animals in here. We have tasty cat as well. How many tasty animals do we have? Tasty golden, like golden retriever. Cat, quick check, hedgehogs. Okay. I kind of do have a lot of tasty things here. So we're going to just sort of hope that this can work without. I guess. Let's see. Are you geeks or are you? Hold on. I am geeks out. Well, I think we're kind of being evil geeks here with the with the Nix instance running. This is kind of a harrowing build time though, but we're just gonna go ahead and take a look at this, see if we can. So you just run port application IO, and then what? So port is an int. Okay, so we are doing int. So run port application IO. And we will just do main equals. I want to import this as a as in Haskell, right? Or we're going yep, as warp as W. All right, that is a good name. So W dot um, run, and then we have application. So what is applications type here? Um, that doesn't seem too harrowing. Let's see. So let's see. Run. Well, we'll just say meow right now, and then the port will just go 3000, and that would mean that we have to define like meow somewhere. I think. Are you still going? Oh wait. We got way. No way. Okay. I have a computer so old that bun seg faults when I run it. I have a very old computer that could not run. It cannot run anything except for what is that? Very like, I forget the name now because the computer got a kernel panic and I was just like I will just let you continue panicking there because I don't want to fix this right now and then I forgot about it. But there's some kind of browser that is used solely for like computers that are so old that they cannot run things like Firefox and etc. And it could only run that, and even then, it was so incredibly slow. And the only operating system I could get to like work on it was OpenBSD. So I am kind of sad that ended up like just exploding at some point because it was rather fun to like poke around at OpenBSD, but it was also kind of like pure hell to get connected to the Wi-Fi. I think this was very harrowing indeed. Oh, okay, so we do exist here now. All right, thank goodness. So can we close that? Can we actually? So let's see. In update, and then we want to grab the flake.nips. Yes. Give me flake environment guy. All right. Please. All right, perfect. And then we can just do, well, this won't work currently because we don't know the type of meow, but we can pretend that we do. Oh, does that not do the same thing? And can I have load and run? Oh, right. Variable not in scope. Meow port. Okay. Oh, we do port first. I think is the first error I made there. All right. So I'll grab this, and then we're going to put that there, and then I guess we'll just define meow as, what is the type of this guy right here? Application. Okay. Uh, oh, it should not be missed. It should not be missed. Hello, A squared. By the way, um, I think that we are live. Hello. I hope you are well. I hope you are well. Yeah, we're kind of just getting started. We sort of had a, you know, as they say, like the twists and turns of conversing have led us down many paths before the actual like programming part. You know, there was discussion of there was discussion of unicorns and feet and etc. Oh, there was meteor happens. This happened twice. Uh, this happened twice indeed. I did lower the volume on this. Yes, I think I apparently blew someone's ears out. Oh wait, no, that's also because my speakers are on the floor. Um, I didn't have room on my desk, so they were on the floor. They're on the floor instead now. So this is also part of it. Like everything's kind of on the floor where I live, with the exception of like my desk itself, and the single chair that I sit in whenever I have to do labor. I have my labor chair, which is kind of where I go. So this is kind of this has been a bit of a new development of like I have to lock in a lot more at work, which is somewhat unfortunate because I can't be goof like I cannot goof around on the clock as easily, but I have to lock in. So I have like a lock-in chair that I perform my tasks at, so that I do not get distracted by the allure of the the nice computer versus the corporation computer, I guess you would say. Um, but yeah, such is the way of the world. So they have this note that since weight, this type is structured in continuation passing style to allow for proper safe resource handling. Um, so demonstration. Let's see. So AppRec response bracket put string. So I think that we can just do, because yeah, it takes that and then IO response received. Okay, so we're gonna do this. We're gonna do this guy. Meow. And then we have rec response equals. And then continuation passing style is like John callback, right? I I sort of believe this. I genuinely do not know, but I think that this is sort of the um or no, I think continuations are about like if like these have to do with like when the process fails, I believe, right? Because if we see I think that this is because I remember hearing about this. Like continuation passing is a thing with say yeah, here we go. Yeah, do not return. They pass control over to continuation. So this is sort of like it's almost like thunking. You know, this is sort of a um from what I understand, at least, I may be completely wrong. And if I am wrong and someone knows better, please correct me in my ways. But I believe that this is sort of like a bit of like you know, we have these in what are like you can do this in Scheme, for example. Like if we go to you can sort of like you can almost do a version of this in Scheme. It's not quite, but Racket. I believe that these are kind of similar situations with the delayed evaluation where you're, and then Racket you don't have as much of a situation, but you kind of like lazily evaluate it so that you can pass the guy to its caller. I think this is it. I know that let's see. I know that this guy right here talks about it as well. Salmon, yeah. Um, is it this one? I believe because this one gave me a bit more of an example. I think that I was able to understand. But I think this is you know kind of an error handler type guy because if it explodes like you're not just exploding immediately there. You can what do they call this? Like propagate. Like I think this is like propagation of the error to some degree. We see some primitives. Add square for example. And actually just tell us here now that I think about it. They pass control into a continuation, which specifies what happens next. Oh, I suspended computation. Okay, so it is kind of like it is kind of a lazy guy, I think. Yeah, I don't quite fully understand this. Hopefully, we will as the freaking January kind of occurs. So we have request, response, and then we get response received. Bracket underscore. So I'm a little ununderstanding of the bracket underscore. Is this an actual like is this a guy that lives inside of Haskell itself? Um, is it? Let's see. I don't think so. I think this is this just yeah, there is none. So can we just call this anything? Can we call it like meow underscore? And then we'll just go ahead and you know they're doing put string line. We'll do this meow here. We'll do this meow right here, and then we'll do another one right here. We'll also put string line, and then we'll do I wonder if we can do kind of keep up with the kind of like the faces here, as they say. And let's see. What the freak is response LBS? I think we will worry about that in the future. I'm assuming that maybe this is the guy where the like type goes, like the get and post. Do we get access to those? No. Routing. Oh, are we gonna have to do like a routing middleware? Oh, that's okay. This is getting scarier. This is kind of getting scarier, but we shall. We shall endure. We shall we shall endure, and then enduring we shall grow stronger. Let's see. So let's just go ahead and get. Oh, wait, we do rest. Response LBS. And status 200 hello world. So oh, they give us all the statuses. This is exciting. We pass you a guy to call to do the respond. Yeah, because I think that I think this is somewhat similar to because in Clojure you have the or is it the ring server? This is sort of a so like in Clojure you have like the like I think that this is maybe similar or we're not even doing actual like HTTP server, are we? This is we're not like a full guide. Maybe? I don't know. Let's see. Did I grab this one from the parsing? Let's see. Haskell, HTTP. There's so many of these guys out here though. Because it's this one, the warp way. I probably actually need to know what this is first. Let's see. Oh, it's generic interface. I think that we can go ahead and do it though. Oh yeah, okay, we do got this. Alright. No more fear. Alright. Oh, I see. So we're just we're passing like the what do they call this in like HTTP? But like the content types field. I do not know the actual name of this guy, but like where it asks for that. So we're just The header. Okay, yes, we're sticking. So we're passing just actual header guy. Okay. That's not too harrowing then. All right, beautiful. Let's see. There's always a header on the request and response. By the way, yeah, I'm 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 coming to understand this a little bit better after poking around at it, which I'm glad. I'm kind of glad. These things are kind of um wild, I think. In this case, you do not, I think. Yeah, but in general, you can. I think the main thing I'm wondering is this going to allow us to issue a GET request? I'm thinking that's the one. Yeah, allow us to issue like the GET request whenever we open up the guy. But unfortunately, kind of with these, I do not fully understand how the World Wide Web works. So what are you trying? Okay, so the plan here. So the plan here is to re-implement kind of what is currently exploding in Clojure, which is just sort of like the get OAuth, this guy. So this is sort of what we're trying to grab this guy back, and yeah, I was able to do it in Clojure, but then like other parts of the program just quit working out of nowhere, and I'm like, okay, like I was able to get the guy, and I was able to I was able to validate the guy, right? And ostensibly, like the old version of this, where I kind of do it all manually, like it's currently working and like running these things, but whenever I tried to update it, it exploded into a million pieces. Let's see. Oh yeah, wait, we could just post. Yeah, we could just post the new token. Okay, this is actually kind of genius. So we just, because for that we just have to do. Okay, this is kind of genius actually. Okay. Let's see. Refresh token, HTTP post. All right, so we're going back here. So yeah, or just curl. So I think we can just grab HTTP. Let's see. Automod. Smart detection beta will allow to post in the chat. Yeah, I think that like I've been doing it like through the client, and then I just kind of manually like update the token info. Smart detection. Now I do think that we could probably just issue the post request after we get the first guy, because this seems relatively. Oh, I am aware of this. Because this seems relatively straightforward, I think. Yeah. Okay, so we can just do simple. Does this support HTTPS? It does not. I think for that we actually need to use rec. You can literally just curl the post request and copy the code from the browser, redirect curl. Yeah, this is sort of what I've been doing. I think that with this, because I'm familiar with this guy actually, so this one will be workable. So we can kind of explode all of this right here. We can explode this, and then can we, instead of warp, can we do rec? And what version are we using that is 0543? Let's see. 05.4.3. And then we can kind of just go back into app main, because I think this is a much easier guide to use. We'll just do that. All right. And then we're going to probably close this guy back out. Can we cd dot dot? Oops. All right, cd dot dot, and then, oh, that's the wrong, that is the wrong shell. So cd dot dot again. Can we cd into bug socks Haskell freaking January, and can we hope it doesn't take 5 million years this time? But this one's a lot easier to use than the prior. So I think that we want to import network.rec. So we can still import a W. This is kind of nice. So network.rec as W. And then overloaded streams. Yeah, I think we'll grab that guy. I think. Oh, we will need ASON as well. We will need this one as well, but we'll worry about that later. We'll worry about that later. I always wonder what these guys are at the top here. Are these like the, what are they, compiler? Like, is this like passing like things to the compiler itself? I believe so. Oh, they allow you to overload a lot of guys. All right, it's rather nice. I'll go ahead and grab that because I don't want to deal with byte string things. All right. So if we import rec as W, and then we can go ahead and we'll just say post. All right. R post httpn .org post. All right. The postable class. All right, example. Okay, there we go. There's the type and everything. All right. So we give it a postable, and then the string, and then we have the response byte string that we get back. So ostensibly, we can just kind of like w.post, and they want the site and what we're going to post, and we'll just kind of make something up, because I think that if I like actually post, it's going to give me a token. So we're going to kind of lie right now. We're just kind of going to lie. So how to use? So let's see. So we send it to there. And this is currently building, which is kind of hell. But while that's building, we're going to go ahead and add this guy back in as well. This is Tasty Hedgehog. Okay, I'm kind of gonna miss the Tasty Hedgehog, if I'm being honest. It was kind of nice for the brief moment it was there, and rather tasty. I think. Yeah, we had. This is sad. Do we still get cat actually? Are we at a loss of like both hedgehogs and cats? Oh no. Oh no. Well, we have cat like embedded within the location, but we do not have cat or hedgehog itself. I th- oh, we have socks though. We do have socks. We have Krypton socks. Yeah, so we have cat like te- we sort of have a technical cat within the terminology of location and OAuth. You know, it's kind of like it's kind of a crypto cat who's going to wear the socks. Well, this is indeed bug socks. Haskell freaking January. Well, cats are kind of bugs, so this is actually a fair point indeed. Can I just can I grab Ronkable? Can I grab you from here? Can I go back to here? And can I put you right here? I don't think I specified a version with that one, so that is acceptable, I guess. You know, this is this is acceptable. Me, indeed. Who in this world who doesn't wear socks? Who among us is a is I wear socks so much, but also my feet get cold easy. Um, this is sort of the curse of what was it called? What was it referred to as by a friend of mine? My weak Texan blood, as one of my friends calls it, has led me to the curse of vanishing. I think this might be the case. All right. So do we actually have? Do we actually can we actually import? Oh, we can. Okay. And then can we just go ahead and so what does this anticipate for the post? So response byte string. It takes a normal string. Um, it takes a normal with cursive thigh highs with cursive binding. This is quite harrowing thing to contemplate. I was thinking about what I got. What are they called? Compression socks. Maybe a few months ago, because I saw someone mention that they were they made your feet feel nice. I think, and these are rather comfy. These are very, and I don't know. It's kind of like one of those things. It's like whenever one uses an air fryer for the first time and you realize how long you were without, I guess, an air fryer. It's sort of this situation. So can we just lie in the JSON string and see what happens there? Can I send it a? What is it expecting? What is it expecting here? So we'll just say that the. We'll just say client ID. I think JSON is kind of sent like this, right? These are actual keys. Oh no, they have these. They have these. You have JSON type. I think so. We have this guy. We have this guy that we can work with. Uh, oops, wrong key. Not tasty hedgehog. It's Asen Haskell. So we have this guy. This is kind of so. This is what the bug runs on. Actually, this is sort of what the bug runs on. If we go to IRC app JSON, like this is what we're doing here, right? We have the JSON parser for the bug with you know the theme, the hat, the legs, and then I put stand because I did not know what to call the worm. I think this is sort of, but yeah, and then we have an IO bug. You know, this is sort of the case. Pizza set. Oh, pizza sounds lovely. Enjoy. Oh, enjoy pizza. That sounds amazing. But yeah, this is the kind of like JSON guy that we have. But if we download it right now, we're going to have a million years of nips. I think we can actually probably go ahead and do that. In another guy right here, really quick, while we wait. So, can we get? No, because if I run a shell command, it's going to do that for eternity. I want to exit, and then you'll go down there. Compilation failed. Could not find module for network.rec. Wow, what do you mean? Give me. But we imported it. Did we not? Network dot. No, I did not mean way. I meant rec. Oh, we're already done building. Okay. Do we have to? Do we have to re-go with this guy here? Kill session. Right? Do you go now? What? Wait. What do you mean dead? Oh my goodness. Okay. Why is it not nixing? This is unprecedented. What in the? I wonder if we can just go back to the flake right here, and if we can go ahead and can we actually kill this guy? And let's open him a new really quick. Okay, there. We are so back. When Domino's had their sale, I was eating pizza almost daily. I did this with oh my goodness. How are we? Do I have to update this guy as well? Okay, we're back. We are so back. No, okay, I did not mean why. Oh my goodness. You know what we might have to do? We might have to just open this guy up here, and then I did put that back in the Cabal file, did I not? Okay, you do live there. Is it because I have a save? No. Can you give me, can I please have package? happens if we just copy and paste this down here? Okay, so we do have rec here. So it's just this one is getting the wrong instance of flake, I think. Okay, that's a rather odd occurrence that's going on there. But we shall deal with that in due time. I think we can just do a shell down here. Yeah, we can just do this guy. Yeah, our eating pizza almost. I did this with burritos once upon a time. I did this burrito style once. Oh, it's because we have to do overloaded strings. All right. See, yeah, no. This is the best burrito I've ever eaten. Yum yum yum. This is kind of the case, you know. This is kind of the case. Ambiguous type variable A0 rising from the literal. So we do not know that that's a string. Is this what we are being told here? Oh, I forgot one of the arguments. That. Oh no, it's because the argument can be anything. Okay. I misread this. So if we just say that this is a string. Response byte string. Okay. Oh, I think we have, because we have to give it to the guy first. What is this? This is the. Can you just do that, like, in the REPL, like, that style? Oh, wait, it's because I was binding at the main, I think. Oh, this is IO hell. Okay. I wonder if we can. Exit GHCI. Exit. Question mark. Let me leave. Let me get out of here. Oh, quit. Alright. So I think we can just do it kind of this style. If we cd app, and we can go ahead run Haskell and do the old compile and run go around with it. This is a somewhat cursed way to do this, but so it goes. Import, and then we want to grab ASIN in here so that we can just do like a JSON string and this is data.asin. So data.asin as, we'll just call this A. And we're going to go ahead, we're going to kill this guy right here. And we're going to, so how are we doing it? DS. So I think, so we do have 2 JSON. Oh, it takes any value? That's rather pleasant. So I think the only thing that happens next is like the question of, well, this is probably actually given to us here, but how do we do KV pairs? Oh wait, I've done that before. I have done that before. So if we go ahead and we can probably create a data type. So what are we grabbing? We need the, so this is going to be data refresh. All right, equals. We'll just call it refresh for now. And then what are the guys that we want to give this? We need the client ID. And then we need the secret grant type refresh token. And these are all strings. Okay, so we also have client secret string, and then can we just do 2 more strings? Can we grab this one, and can we call this the, what is it, grant type? And lastly, we have to give it the token itself. So lastly is token, or refresh token. All right, so we grab those guys, and then we need to do a post type guy with content type application URL encoded. So can we go ahead and see how we do that in rec? So easiest way is to use this via the add. Well, I think because that is with the, oh, I think they're automatically URL encoded. Okay. Okay, let's see. We are cooking with gas, as they say. So I never really understood that term. I've heard that before as a thing, where people say now we're cooking with gas. It doesn't make sense to me. Is it good to cook with gas versus not cooking with gas? So it's kind of big oil. Is this where it comes from? Does it come from big oil? That's and this is, you see, I am on the side of induction. I have an induction burner, and it boils. I typed induction instead of instance because I was thinking of induction. Instance. I have -2 idea where it actually came from, but I have I have heard I have heard cooking with gas. Maybe this is just maybe this is like a regional thing. Maybe this is a thing that I'd never heard cooking with fire. That sounds exciting. This is probably how the first person that discovered fire felt, you know? So we need a. Do we need an instance of 2JSON? Yes, we do. We need that guy. We need that guy. So we need a 2JSON refresh where and this is just passing in the actual like class instance itself. So client ID, what else are we giving? Client secret, underscores. This is, I'm not used to underscoring things, so it feels rather weird whenever I'm doing it now. Object from clay. That's exciting. This is probably how people felt. Is object from clay. This is probably how the first what do they call those people that make things with clay? Pottery people. Is there a name for the art of making pottery? But that's what they did. They did object from clay. This is all right. We are going here. So I think that this is an instance of the object. Use object where possible. So this is the key value parser, I think. Yeah, key map. And that is what we need here. So we need to grab. Can I just grab all of these guys? Alright, that's close enough. And then we will maybe just, oops. We're gonna lower you way down here, and then alright, thank you. And then can we again grab all of these guys? And oh, that, okay, this is the wrong direction. All right, there we go. All right, let's see. Potters, masons, those who pot might actually be it. I kind of like this idea as the name. Like this is it feels rather clandestine. Like it feels like it feels noble. I guess I would say it feels like I like this. Those who pot. All right. And these are just the same guys, but on this side. So why do I have a legs field for the bug if the bug doesn't have legs? What does this? I wonder what that does. Oh, I think that I was planning to give the bug legs at some point, but it never got legs. I think now that we're doing socks, it kind of has to get legs. Let's see, grant type, and then lastly, we're going to dot equals, and we need the refresh guy, right? And then can we explode it again? So everything worked except for the main, it looks like. Alright. So we are exploding properly. And then we can go ahead and grab... Because I believe for this we just need to do the... Oh, that's for the actual encoding, but we're doing like a lot of write file on that one itself, so... Let's see. Alright, instance to JSON, so let's see. Because that's what we're doing next, is we are actually using the toJSON function on this. Alright. So it takes anything, and then it outputs the value. So what happens if we just go ahead and we remove all of this, and then we do... What's the type of value? Well, I mean, I guess it's a type of type value, but I'm wondering how we're going to get this to work properly with the IO guy. I think we'll be okay. This should... Wait, that's kind of wild. Wait, so the JSON package is loading, but rec is not? Network dot... Does it just hate rec? Is this the case? I have rec right there. What in the world? Or is this my error? Well, we're using the Cabal install for this, so this actually... It's kind of a strange mystery right here. Alright, flake that next. What if we run buffer, refresh? Oh, no, it's revert buffer. Revert buffer. Oh, wait, I recognize that the Cabal file changed finally. Wait, yippee, this is great. Let's see, end update. Burning wood has a lot of creosote. I feel like... I thought creosote was a type of tree. Am I incorrect in this? Oh my goodness. Okay. Oh, hard to... Oh, it's that. What happens if we delete everything? Will this free us from... Is this gonna free us from hell? Please? I think restart is when you put a lot of wood in coke oven and you get like 7 million megabytes out of it. I think for whatever reason I thought it was a tree. Um, I don't know why. I think I don't for yeah okay no because I remember let's see scramble to make bigger and bigger thermal two tanks. Ooh, this is crafting. This is crafting. Oh, oh, it's that. It does not want to give me rec. We're going to what if we do as WR? Oh my goodness. Yeah, I think we might just be in hell with the rack. It's kind of cooked a little bit. Right there. I don't quite know why is kind of the terrifying part. I have this is in commands. I think core. Actually, we're just grabbing him there. Oh, whoops. All right. Let's see. Then we want to look at to JSON. So I think that if we go ahead and grab or not bug, we want to do an instance of refresh here, and then we just want to say something like meow meow, and then we'll grab that, and we'll grab that, and we will go back to the shell here. Oh, it says the big A. Oops. Whoops. All right. Can we do it now? Can we run? Wait, I can probably just map this to a compile. Oh wait, no, we're in a shell. Oh, this is actually kind of evil. I'm just gonna grab that, and I'm gonna make it like a comment guy. Let's see. So we have the value. And then see. So Oh, it uses encode and decode. All right. And yeah, we probably do want to derive show or for that. Is it show bigly? Okay, it is show bigly. All right. And we'll grab this guy right here. And I think what we have to do next is I think you use the what is it? This guy is the one for combining the people into each other. Um, or is it the dot? I always get those two. Well, I guess we'll find out. Let's see. All right. Meow, meow, meow. Meow indeed. Oh, I feel silly. I think we are forgetting the parentheses. Oh, but now we're trapped in we're trapped in string hell. Oh, this is a little bit terrifying. This is somewhat harrowing. Okay, all right. So, so I think with the original, we used byte strings on this. So let's see. We need to define it to JSON instance. Oh, I'm missing two encoding. I think this appears to be the case. So we grab that guy. Oh, oops. And then we want as well the two encoding. And I think we need to grab those and let's see. So they give us that. Okay. Person name, age. So we would just want to do. We want to do all these guys actually, just the same one. Oh, whoops. And we'll grab that. And what does pairs do in this context? Oh, that's kind of cool. Wait, what package is pairs in? Yeah, it's in this guy. So we have a dot pairs, and then we just want to grab all the guys here. So it's the same as this. In essence, the same as this, but some slightly different operations on it. So if we grab that, and then we go back and do here, and then we are using the, is it this rather wacky guy, this one. What does this do? No, not it. Oh, it. Let's see. It's just a semi-group guy? Alright. And we just want to do that for all of these here. Like this style. And then we also close that out. And then can we... Oh wow, that looks kind of ugly. All right, there. And I think that fixes the indenting for all those guys right there. And so ostensibly that should just go ahead and encode the everything correct. Or so we hope. The question is, will it work out that way? Alright, let's see. Name and binding position. Alright, do they not get prefixed like that? Oh no, I think we are doing something much... Qualified name and binding position. I wonder what this... So if we do that, we have... Oh, I said to and conding. Okay, that was the error. So I think that's kind of the next issue is how do we convert byte string to like an actual string there. I don't know. This is sort of its own, I think, harrowing task. So data.bytestring.lazy.internal.bytestring. So what if we just go to data.bytestring really quick, and we see what's going on there. So all right, IO with byte string. So that allows for, so I wonder how we would do a oh, we would just want to get the data.bytestring version of putstr. It's not suitable for concurrent bytes though. Alright, let's see. So I think that we can just go ahead and, at least for right now, just use the putstr. And that is the one that is in data.bytestring.lazy. So we would need to import as W, so import data.bytestring, right, and then .lazy. And we'll just call that, we'll call that one the L right there. So let's see. So if we do a lazy putstr, can we get it? Can we get the value? Oh, okay, we got the value. Okay, that's kind of beautiful. Okay, yippee. I'm going to take a small BRB, as they call it, to go get water and maybe run around in circles for a little bit. We shall be back briefly, and then we shall kind of continue as well. I might also murder Emacs and get this to, so that I can get like the thing to work on this. But yeah, we're going to take a small break because I am parched. Where is the, here? Can we just put on Isaac music? We'll do oh, which one will we do? All right. We'll just pick a random one. We'll just pick a random Isaac guy. All right. Here we go. Okay, we are returned. We are. Oh, I was looking the wrong direction. Okay, we are returning. Um, see. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I just kind of I ran around in circles a bunch and then ate an apple, as they say. Which it's kind of fun. It's kind of fun to just like run around in circles. But then I remember I live on the eighth floor, and the people below me probably 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 want to hit me with a hammer. If if I if I like the more I think about it, they probably want to hit me with multiple hammers because sometimes I'm just like, you know what I should do? I should just run around in the middle of like my living space and we should normalize running around in circles. I agree. I agree 100%. I agree 100%. You see, I wish I didn't live so high up in the air. Like I wish I was on the first floor, so if I ran around, there would not be people below me that are like going, why are you doing that? Like you live in my ceiling. Stop. And but you know this doesn't happen. But this is a perpetual like thought in my head. It's just like and the the people should frolic more. I have done I do this I have done this sometimes. I have kind of like frolic to a location. I think about this like what really needs to get normalized is just like so okay so this might be a me thing but I feel like walking is too slow sometimes and I'm like I wish I could just run like if I have to go to the grocery store I'm like I wish I could just run the whole way there um, but I feel like if I if you do that people will think that you're you know and you don't look like you're like running like for the what is it like exercise reason of running like if it doesn't seem like you're doing it for that reason like people will think that you're running from great danger and you'll stoke a fear within them. But I'm like, what if I just want to get somewhere really fast? If I frolic, I'll wind up with a broken hip. That's what bicycles are for. Oh, you see, I did have a bicycle, but the store is up a hill, and it's like up a hill the entire time. It's quite a it's kind of like it's a rather grim journey. It's a rather grim journey. But then my bike broke as well, which was somewhat sad, but up a hill both ways. It sort of does feel like this. Okay, there are so many hills where I live, and it is it is very different from living in a location that was like entirely like flatness. I do not live in like complete flatness anywhere, which is kind of wild to me. But also kind of cool. But then I have to go up a hill, and I'm like, oh, this is a lot of energy for single direction. And then I live on a slope. I think this is kind of the ultimate thing. I live on a slope, and the direction I must travel is like very up. Um, Java flu shot for your sanity. What is a flu? What in the world? Why did the bot say that? Okay, that's kind of weird. I forgot half the things that live inside of this. Um, yeah, what in the world? This is I I don't know. I forgot like a lot of like it's kind of I put so many things inside of like the bot like that the huge tome of insect like responses. I think that I forget what most of them. JavaScript is like a flu, kinda. Honestly, the I'm drinking flu right now. Drinking flu. That sounds. That actually sounds like it would taste good. JavaScript is like a flu. I kind of feel this kind of is true. Like if you think about it, it is somewhat contagious. It ends up everywhere. It ends up everywhere. Very. This is like the this is like Pathologic 3, but with like less feet, honestly, and more JavaScript. Programming in general is contagious. It kind of is like I was thinking about this the other. I was thinking about this. I'm like, it's kind of wild because I I don't know. Like I feel like I I don't know. It's kind of strange. Like I have like not a lot of like non-programming like friends, and they think that I don't. They have like no I or kind of like they don't really know like anything kind of like about programming or are just generally uninterested, and I don't know how to describe it. I think about this sometimes. Like I'm like I don't know how to describe like what I
It's
do.
okay being bald. It's not really that big of a deal.
Um, Creepy iPhone generated images of a generated iPhone persona kissing a feet while I interface with JavaScript. Oh wait, this is literally the plot of Pathologic 3. This is kind of it. But yeah, non-pro. I don't. Yeah, I'm not sure how to term it, but like I do not like. I never know how to explain that I do this, for, like what I do for fun. It's like, uh, I had one of my friends asking me once. They're like, "Oh, what have you been up to?" And I was just like, "I don't." I started it with, "Do you know what fiddle is? Like, have you? Do you know what?" And I don't mean the spice. I do not mean the ingredient. But do you know what fennel is? And I'm just like, oh no. Um, I'm at a loss of how to explain. And like if I was doing woodworking, for example, and someone was like, "Oh, what'd you do this weekend?" I would be like, I lit wood on fire and made a shape, you know. But instead, I'm like, I type words and hope they do what I say. You know, I it's kind of like weirdly incantational, but yeah, I do I yeah I cast spell. It sort of it feels like this stuff just like I make words and then I'm like please I say please work a bunch. This is what happens. I type and I say please work, and then sometimes it does, and then I get really happy. But yeah, I know what you mean. It's like, but I don't understand how you aren't obsessed with. This is indeed the case. Yeah, this is indeed the case. Like, I think I don't know. I I think this is kind of the issue of it. It's like the way it's kind of I feel like branded. Like programming is branded to people on like the internet, for example, especially like with the whole what was it like whenever everyone's like, oh, if you want to make a lot of money you should pick up coding. Like this was sort of the thing that this was the thing. I don't think it's the thing anymore, but this was like the thing a lot of people would say. This is something that sort of it it it's a lot like most people. Okay, yeah, that's what it is. It's like most people's I think initial interaction with like it as a concept is, you know, a very like corporate kind of thing. It's a very yeah, it's very like they have a very like corporate. I feel like introduction to the concept of programming, and it's like I guess there is slash was that aspect, but there's also the aspect of like it's very much you're kind of just making things, and then the things do stuff, and you just say yippee a bunch. This is the other aspect. AI has received the torch from learn to code. It is now learn to vague notion of doing AI. This is kind of yeah yeah. Can you explode AI for me? I'll try very hard with my mind. I've tried this before. I try this every time I search something on DuckDuckGo because like I have Duck AI apparently now is a thing. Um, like this is kind of a thing. Which is crazy. They okay so that's sort of the so I use what is it Proton Mail. That is what it's called. Yeah, Proton Mail, right? And they have like a whole suite like of like the Proton things. I use like the VPN as well because it's just I don't know, it's easy and it's I haven't heard about them like selling user data unlike what is it called? NordVPN. I host my own mail server on my desktop. Oh, you see, I thought about this once. I was like, I should do this. But I realized that I realized that like I check my email. Yeah, I check my email. So I do not check my email enough. This is the and adding I think any more friction between like me and actually checking my email will just mean that like I will never read email, and then it will result in disaster at some point because I'll get like an important email and be like, oh, I did not read that. Um, but yeah, they have Proton Mail apps, and then yeah, download all. So if we go here, do we have what they are? Or oh, we have all the apps. Drive, VPN, Pass, like all okay, right? Um, Auth. Wait, they have an Auth app. What does? Oh, this is for 2FA.
What's
Wallet,
okay being bald? It's not really that big of a deal.
and then they have Lumo. By they have fucking Proton AI. Like I don't know. I'm just like it's kind of everywhere. It's kind of but also whenever a non-programming friend or a family asks what's a big deal of programming in my experience, I show them some shader toy, JS Plexus stuff, and they explode. Okay, you see, yeah, I don't know. Like, I feel like a lot of the things I do aren't very visual, like looking guys, right? Like, I guess there's the bug, but like a lot of what I do is just weird. Like I don't like Wayland. I think like ostensibly like Wayland is a display server, but I'm not like actually putting the people on the screen. Like instead, I am doing FFI bindings for the low level Wayland like interface kind of thing. I'm just like I how do I describe this? I tried to describe this once, I think, because yeah, they don't know what a C is. It, you know, it really is kind of this case. There really is a case of this. I'm just like, I kind of think about this. I'm like, I should pick up like, I should get really, I don't know, get like at least one side. What do they? What's the one that like everyone like thinks is kind of cool? Like slightly cool. They're just like, oh, what are they? Fractals? Like this is kind of like I knew someone who once who was really into programming fractals, and I knew nothing about programming, and I was like, admittedly, I was like 18 at the time, but I was like, that's the coolest thing ever. Oh my god, that's so cool. But like things like this, they asked like, does this get you a job at Google? This is kind of the case. Yeah, like this is kind of the case as well. Like I know that it's such a it's kind of a strange it's a strange divide. But I feel like I it's just it's fun to do, you know. And it's kind of wacky because it's gotten like such a strange rap in the world, especially nowadays, especially now with like what I think AI is probably worse in the situation of like the rap that programming gets. I think if I had to guess, I would imagine that this has made it somewhat worse. Let's see. E3 to the live viewing room. Wait, what? Oh my goodness, that is. Wait, that's rather amazing. Gee, like geez, that's I kind of love that. I kind of love that. So we are able to send this. And then we have post. Get post head. All right. The postable class determines. I think with something like this, we so we get back the response byte string. Oh, lens. Oh, what the hell? Oh, we are within the depths now. What does this silly guy do? Wait, is it? Oh, oh. Okay. It doesn't we can access its value with that guy. So, uh, uh. Okay, this is something that gets me a bit with Haskell. I think. They have so many infix guys. They, I kind of understand it. But there are so many infixes, and I'm just like, I can't believe this. I'm just like, why are they like I'm just like I don't there's so many infixes that like I sometimes I look at it, I'm just like I don't know where to begin with the I don't know. I'm glad that I don't know, over time what do they call it, like Google is the guy, the Haskell Google. They have like things like this, which I quite love, because trying to type an infix, like figure out what an infix means, or like typing it into a search query, I'm just like, how do you make it recognize like dot tilde as like your actual like search parameter and get what you want? It's kind of terrifying. We need a Mabaps type. This is kind of this would be rather nice. Let's see. So if we post guy, and then we can, yeah, like what is this? Upscore question mark. Can we have can we have I upscore question mark? Oh, it's not in scope. Okay. Is this a lens guy? Oh, okay. Oh, it is a maybe. Oh goodness. This okay. All right, we are back on track. So we can encode that. And this gives us the two JSON forms, so we can probably do something along the lines of w dot post and then a dot to JSON, and I think for this we would actually do a dot encode still, since we're not passing in the raw value, or passing in a type with the encoding guys on it. But we also have the to JSON. So what do these do that are different? All right. To encoding, encode a Haskell value as JSON. Default implementation creates an intermediate value using to JSON. This provides source level compatibility for people upgrading from older versions of this library. Let's see. So we also have this one for the Haskell value. So if we just run a straight to JSON, so like if we run it like that, are we going to explode into a million pieces? Oh, we did explode. Okay. let's see. So to get the actual string, we need that, but we have a JSON value, so that is what we want to pass to here. I think at least. Let's see. The value type gives a JSON request. Oh, it does. Oh, it takes an any type. Okay. So can we lie? Can we lie about the refresh token? And, alright, can you give? Okay, thank you. And then we would grab that, and then we're going to that's going to give us either maybe or just. Okay. So I think we can do, and then R, and then R, this is what, this guy? No? No, that's not correct. It's up, alright. And then we want to grab the whole response body. I don't think that we're doing a maybe type if we're just getting the whole response body, right? Maybe we are? Well, I guess only one way to find out. Now we have to do the matching. Okay. Let's see. How do you do pattern matching in Haskell again? See. Oh, you do it against the function, I think. So if we move this into its own guy up here, what we could go ahead and do is, what do we call this? I just call it get refresh. Right, so get refresh, and then we are going to I think we're going to want to take a refresh guy, and we want to return a do we want to return a maybe? No, we want to return the value of post, which is a IO response byte string. And we can just move these guys into here, so. And I think that will go. Do we explode on the main line, or do we explode on that line? Oh, wait. We would want this to be. I think we can grab that guy, so we can do maybe, and then maybe B, A, B, otherwise C. I think this takes I think that this one, it's the I don't want the wiki. I want the data.maybe. Okay. Give me the function. Alright. Default value and a maybe value. If the maybe value is nothing, the function returns the default value. Otherwise, it applies the function, so. Oh, it takes the default in the middle. Alright. Wait, no. It takes the function in the middle. So we take the default. We can do that. We can just do whoops, and then we'll go ahead and we pass in the full. Well, that's our maybe value right there. And I think we can do something like this. I don't think that this is going to work, but it might at least give us interesting failure. Not in scope. Beautiful. Beautiful. Okay. Does that mean that we have to grab that from lens, or? I think maybe we can preface it with W. Oh, it does not export. Oh, they have a sessions module. That's for sessions. whoops. Alright. Ambiguous. Oh my goodness. We'll do that as CL. And what if you replace every one of these? Dot equals instances with, oops, we have to do a slash dot equals, and that wasn't global, so let's go global mode. All right. Oh, whoops. Okay, that was silly. Let's see. I always forget whenever I like undo a what's it, like the string replace and like the Vim like string replace time. I always forget, or hold on. Okay, yeah, I always forget whenever I'm like doing the string replace in Vim and I mess it up that like it's there. I have to undo it after, and then I just end up messing it up twice by doing it again. Does not export. Oh, we have to do 2 dots. Oh my. This is intense. Alright, let's go. Because that gives us a response byte string. So let's see. I know we're going to get an exploded error, so maybe we can just grab the error first. Let's see. Where are we grabbing you from? Dot key. Oh, I think that's an a sound guy. Alright. No? That's data.maybe. Alright. Okay, maybe, huh. Because they're using key for that, so... Oh, that's post with. maybe we need to see the original. Alright. What if we just do dot key? Is this like a Haskell function? I feel so whack doing this without the What if we grab this guy? Is it uppercase key? No, because that's a type. I wonder where they're getting this from then. Huh. Oh, it's in lenses. Okay. So we grab that guy there, and then we do just AL. Oops. Oh no, oh no. I don't want to nix the valve now. Alright. Alright, and then we do that. Well, we are lifting that out, so this should be a maybe, actually. Alright. Respected string, let's see. Actually, what does response body return? Do they use their own print guy on this, I wonder? That might actually be the case. Or do we just have a normal print? Is print a thing in Haskell? Do we have... match type value with care. Let's see. Expected string const. This is kind of terrifying. Alright. Let's see. So where are we exploding at on here? Oh, wait, I think that looks like it might be the issue. We need multiple. We need multiple, okay. Is that we have to specify the form param? Let's see. Okay, I feel rather silly now. I think we have to specify the I think it's a JSON guide that we are passing back. But we're still kind of in hell a little bit here. Let's see. Are we grabbing the infix from the wrong guy? That might be it. No, these are from control lens, which that's the one that we're using. Alright, let's see. So we have could not match type value with char, expected string, const data monoid, actual was value. So the issue is that right here we are grabbing the value guy there. I think is this a type error right there? That might actually be the case. Alright, let's see. Oh, we have an IO, okay. All right, wait. I think we're getting. Okay, we're getting it. So now we just have to figure out how to actually lift the IO out of that. Oh, this is kind of hairy. Oh, are we returning a lens? Is that what we're doing? Okay, what is a lens? What is a lens? This is probably what we need to know in order to so that's a package. We need an understanding of what the lens does. Because this is, I think, exploding us a little bit. Let's see. So that comes from control lens. So if we go here and we go to Haskell control lens and let's, where's the package? Here we go. Oh, this is kind of what in the world? Wait, we have Consi and Haskell. This is kind of terrifying though. Let's see. Okay, there we go. We need to know what the lens type is. A lens is actually a lens family as described in. Oh, they do give us a link. They do give us a link. Oh. Lenses are a great way to deal with functional references, but there are two common issues. Oh, this is okay. We're starting to get into. I'm starting to get a little frightened. But let's see. Type lens for all. What the hell is a lens though? This is the. Well, let's see. For all f functor f. Alright, type lens, STAB, for all f, see, lens is subject to three common sense lens laws. You get back what you put in. Putting back what you got in doesn't change anything. View, okay. View the value pointed to by a getter, I assume. This is harrowing. Oh goodness. This is incredibly harrowing. Let's see. We shall prevail, but at what cost is kind of what I fear. Um, but I think for this, so where are we exploding? I think for this, what we have to do is do what would you call it? The I think I used it in this one. Or not that one. I think for this we need to do lift IO, which lives somewhere. I forgot. I can just use what is it? Hoogle for this. I think is what it's called. All right, lift IO. Alright, lift the computation from the IO monad. This allows us to run IO computations in any monadic stack as so long as let's see. IO is the base of the monad for the stack. So I think we can just lift it and then we can print that. Let's see, and what is this from? Control.monad.io.class. So we would want to import that as well. We control.monad.io.class. And can we just have the full guy? Oh, that doesn't return a maybe? Does this return an IO value? Alright, let's see. No, it does return a maybe. Let's see. If we grab that, so we're exploding somewhere still. Do we do it like that? No. So we had... So this annotation style, I think, is the correct one. And we get a type mismatch there. So what if we remove that? What do we get as the... Okay, so the error is occurring right here. We're not returning a maybe. Instead, we're returning a. So if we just do the, if we do it dot style, perhaps. I think we're just returning a value. Okay. Let's see. Which this leaves me incredibly confused, I think, on this aspect. Oh, I forgot to do the print. Alright. I forgot printable guy. Okay. Oh, no. Don't. Not next develop. Okay, this is strange. Because it should be that the post returns that type. So we would do a, like, the little question mark guy in all these cases, and then we would, let's see. Maybe expected actual maybe value. I don't know. Might have perhaps hit a bit of a. I'm gonna have to figure out what lenses are now. But it's like somewhat lateish here, and I need to consume food. So we are going to do that. But thank you everyone for hanging out. Once more, and then I think we're going to go somewhere. We're going to head elsewhere in the world. Which who do we go to? Who is what people are alive currently? Um, who do we have that is living? That let's see. All right. Um, where do we live? Where do we live? Let's see. I think we have. I think we'll go to Venerak. Yes, this seems like a good plan. We will go. We will. But thank you all, one and all, for hanging out, as they say. And then yeah, we are going to make our merry way over there. Um, where is the button? All right. All right, we are going that way. But yeah, thank you all for hanging out. We will probably do this again this January at some point, probably another Saturday. But anyway, yes, bye to all, and have a great rest of your days slash evenings, etc. and etc.